Hej, Ostrinki, witam ponownie w Massive Andromeda i lecimy sobie na Prolog, Epilog w tym akurat momencie. No i cóż, trzeba ogarnąć wszystko po kolei, nie? Jak na razie chciałbym właśnie wejść do węzła, żeby właśnie ogarnąć te wspomnienia.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
Okej. To jednak nie.
Integration of Hyperion systems is ongoing. Our SAM node will be accessible on return visits to Meridian.
You see, everything worked out with only the exceptional help of the gifted and trained. That's all it takes.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
Darlavas Hyperion. Placements officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vas Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Iora Pile. You're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Hunter Kelly, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First Wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second Wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Aye, what they said.
Ciekawie, ciekawie.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll pay it forward, I swear.
Arc Hyperion, departed Milky Way 2185, arrived Andromeda 2819. Current status recorded as Meridian.
Well, narrator guy is getting work.
Please select a topic. Arc Hyperion has been declared a monument to those who lost their lives in service of the initiative. Special mention, Captain Nozomi Dunn. Her bravery ensured the viability of humanity in Andromeda. Her remains were committed to the stars. A plaque has been placed at the highest point of the Hyperion superstructure. It reads, "We turned our backs upon a dwindling star to chase a dawn beyond our childhood's end." The Hyperion was shepherded to its resting place by a coalition of allies who stood as one against the Ket Archon. Pathfinder Scott Ryder spearheaded the defense and remains assigned to Arc Hyperion despite its reclassification. Landing Day has been proposed as a cluster-wide holiday. Status, pending. While decommissioned as a vessel, the superstructure silhouette of Arc Hyperion will be maintained in perpetuity. All internal structures are being adapted for sleeper deployment and future industrial and residential development. These internal structures have been designated as Port Meridian. The transformation of Arc Hyperion into Port Meridian continues both above and below the surface. This includes the planned integration of Initiative and Remnant technologies, pending further research. Port Meridian is currently powered by repurposed Tantalus drive cores, which require the frequent discharge of static energy. This causes a unique visual phenomena during Meridian's night cycle that has been dubbed Aurora Meridiani.
Thank you, Pathfinder. You're why we're here.
This is what I expected. It's better.
If you're expecting a pat on the back, you're gonna be disappointed.
All right, I'll settle for a hug.
How does your crew stand you?
Some people find me endearing. Charming, even.
More like insufferable. But you do get results.
That was dangerously close to a pat on the back.
You're hearing things. There you are.
And here you are. Lucky us.
How's Sarah?
Much better.
There might be 2 riders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
It's what you do. Meridian won't know what hit it.
And we should think about what's next. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this. Until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
Can't deny it. I'm game for more. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
They've got us to keep watch. Your smarts, my irresistible charm.
You can't fix every problem with charm, sweetheart.
I can try.
Well, I know I can't resist you. I'm just concerned for everyone else. Everything Meridian could do.
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift. Nice job, Pathfinder.
I don't know if I should have come. I left so much.
Pathfinder. I'm told I'm about to get exceptionally busy.
Which, given your health, is unwise.
We all gave of ourselves, Ephra. It was time. And as this ambassador, I will continue to do so.
I couldn't impose a voice on the Angara, temporary or not.
We've always had a voice. This just means your leaders have decided to listen. Also, don't assume my name brings universal approval. You know how varied our opinions can be. I can't speak for everyone, but I will gladly help create the system that does. Ansala Venjuri, Pathfinder. There is much yet to learn.
I don't know if I should have come. I left so much.
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
No, I'm grateful. I couldn't have asked for a better team. We created this together.
And exactly what it is, what it may become. I can't even imagine. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshai. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people. and mine. Together.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those? Where everyone walks off into the sunset holding hands?
At a time like this, I think it's strange that you can't resist making a joke.
I can't, so. Jarl, our people... Actually, no, I can't.
Actually, I kind of like it.
It's overwhelming. I don't know where to start.
Scott, kept a seat for you. In your planet, that's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Sarah woke up. How's she doing?
She'd be angry if I said anything but great. Which means... great.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. It's really feeling like home, you know? Finally. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
Sometimes I just stare out the window, thinking, we did it. It's hard to believe.
I feel you. Just ground under our feet, knowing it's ours. I can't wait for more people to wake up. Enjoy it, Pathfinder Rider. Tomorrow, we're back on the job.
Pathfinder, here! So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
Excuse, co proszę? Koreanie? Ej, no myślę, wiedziałem, że coś w Koreanie, ale no... Ciekawie jak będą wyglądać tutaj. Ale to jest... Koreanie. To jest nieprawdopodobne, że po prostu przetrwali. Będzie dość ciekawy i ciekawy, kto tam w ogóle będzie. To będzie ich Pathfinderem. To jest bardzo rozkmina... No, rozkmina będzie i tyle.
What should I be hearing?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Arc-Kira-Sia. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Arc. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keelah wasn't destroyed.
That's fantastic news. We need to report this right away.
It's good news, but it bounced too many times to trace and...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't want to be found yet. We have to trust their Pathfinder.
All we can do is wait.
How's things?
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the...
Hey, Ryder.
What's the word on the street?
Ryder saves the day, Pathfinder of the century. You know, the usual.
Still?
Get used to it. They're gonna name things after you when you die, and probably even before. So we heading out again soon?
Almost.
Now that we've got Meridian, I can't wait to get back out there. Make Helios our home. You know where to find me when you're ready. How's things?
Ryder.
Pathfinder, sir.
So formal all of a sudden.
Ha! Gotta have some standards after what we did. This place is something else.
We did it. Beat the Archon and took his toys.
Feels good, doesn't it? I sent out what's left of the ME4 scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
He'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
I know, right? It's going to be so much fun.
Crazy kid.
Jeszcze tylko 5.
Science personnel slated for deployment.
Ryder, enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Callow.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I thought I'd leave them to it. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Thinking of trading in your pilot's chair for some muddy boots?
Not even slightly. I know what I'm good for. I don't pretend to understand everything. But Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Of course. And keeping my ship is a plus. I've learned a lot from you, Ryder. And Gil. Though, please don't tell him that. Things will change now. But that's all right. Nothing's ever really lost.
Jeszcze 4.
Let's get out there, huh? Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful. Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body.
That sounds exciting.
I know, I can't wait. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we could accomplish? I'm getting all misty just thinking about it.
Joint research body cooperation with the Angara? You're planning a party, right?
Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
I'll remember that the next time you chew me out for getting hurt.
So will I, Ryder. So will I.
Thanks.
Oh, good. You're here. Maybe the festivities can finally begin. Don't like sitting on my ass. Places to see, people to go. You know what I mean. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
Hey, this was a big accomplishment. It's important to enjoy it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of us. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. Don't want to miss a thing. There's so much more out there to learn and do.
I know. We've only just scratched the surface.
Hey, get your head out of the sky, Ryder. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
Look who's talking, Miss Bissale.
Just keeping you on your toes. For now, you're right. The galaxy isn't going anywhere. Let's have some fun.
What does this mean, Sam?
The language is imprecise, or perhaps too precise, but the potential capacity of Meridian is clear.
Unlimited. Heading groundside?
Pathfinder, thanks for the invite to the...
Hey, Ryder. Jill is walking the walk. The procedure took.
Congratulations.
I'm thinking Mary if it's a girl, Deanne if it's a boy. Mary, Deanne, Mary Deanne. Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool.
Knew you'd like it. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet?
It's a lot.
Well, I'm sure everyone. But so you... Callow's... Who's... Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
You better get this nonsense out of your system in the next 9 months, you know.
Little Mary's gonna have a fun dad.
Glad to have you.
To co, czas powrócić na Tempesta.
Heading groundside?
Heading out soon?
Making a quiet exit?
Figured I'd leave before I teared up. No one needs to see that.
I expect that honesty is part of what draws them to you. I tried to think of a way to honor what you did. Some protocol. There isn't one. Your father invented this rule, but you defined it.
This is great and all, but it feels weird to be on a ship that isn't moving. We're explorers. There's more to see out there. Let's go find it.
No cóż, trzeba teraz pogadać z Olgą, nie?
We thought the Remnant City was incredible, but Meridian is an order of magnitude past even that. It will occupy us for decades.
I guess you better get started then, huh?
Believe me, I've already started investigations. It's astounding. You know, the discovery of the Angaran origins have made me think hard about creation. If the Jardan were capable of creating life...
You're wondering if he could be just a scientist?
What if our creator is just like the Jardan, advanced but mortal, fallible?
Even in that scenario, a higher power could still exist.
There could always be something greater. I had faith before, and I'll keep having... Thank you, Ryder.
What can I do for you?
Meridian was mind-blowing, right? I mean, someone didn't bring me where the real action was, but I heard you were amazing. No safety net, no Sam, didn't bat an eyelash.
Eyelashes were the only thing I wasn't batting.
Batted the Archon right out of the park. Now, Helios will really take shape, and we have VIP tickets.
In some ways, I feel like our adventure is just beginning. You know it.
Hello, Scott. Through Meridian, I gained insight into the Jardin, creators of the Remnant. Meridian's code accounts for incredible potential and infinite diversity. They weren't
You think the Jardin might...
unknown. They abandoned a great work, which you have reinterpreted. Against significant odds, you are home.
Thanks. But what's a Pathfinder without their Sam?
Two halves of a whole. In a brief time, you have suffered, triumphed, and grown. You are a new iteration of yourself, respected and recognized. I have lived it with you. I see why the unknown beckons, what it means to prevail against it. This is how one's humanity is grown. I am glad to know.
Guess you prefer the Tempest to Meridian. Works for me.
Ready for more tests?
Not again. Lexi, I'm fine.
Sit now, and I'll skip the blood work. Have you experienced any muscle spasms? Nosebleeds? Memory loss?
No, but I feel a headache coming on.
Ha ha.
Comments like that used to get a rise out of you.
I know you too well now. Inhale. Exhale. You should know. Professor Herrick approached me about a transfer to the Nexus. Apparently my research on Ket anatomy has been useful to the militia.
Guess I'll be telling my next doctor about my abandonment issues.
I declined.
Really?
Didn't have a choice. No other doctor in the initiative would take you.
I'm lucky to have you here.
Yes, you are. But I'm pretty lucky too.
A toast to the vanquished.
The Archon, face down, ass up.
So long, bone brain.
How about to Meridian?
To dreams and family.
To whatever's next, may it be beyond our imagination.
It's my toast, and it's to the vanquished.
Here then.
Woke up today and thought back to the search. And then I remembered it's over. It's really over. We did it.
I know what you mean. I don't want this high to go away.
I'm going to enjoy it for as long as it lasts before I settle down.
Settle down?
Yeah, now that we're back on track, I thought I'd maybe talk to a Nexus colonization expert. Get assigned to an outpost, start a farm or something. Who am I kidding? I love being on the ship. I'm staying here until you kick me off.
You probably...
You know where to find me.
That was a good win. I wonder what other kind of trouble we can get up to.
Always looking for the next fight, aren't you, old man?
Gotta admit, old habits die hard. And mine have had a long time to settle in.
Hail the Archon Killer. I heard it was touch and go, but you really rose to the occasion.
Better to be lucky than good, right?
Forget that. Leave nothing to luck. Anytime.
Lexi, I hear Sarah's doing well.
She's healing. Not as fast as she'd like, of course.
Think how much we'll get done with 2 riders.
I can't wait to see Ephra's face when he learns there's another one.
Tak, dobry żart.
Liam's idea about watching vids together.
Movie night? He delayed again, out of respect for the Krogan.
Good. From what I've seen, your vids are flat. They're only seen and heard. Angara vids use tiny electrodermal signals. You feel it through your skin. I spoke to Gil. We have time to rig up a system to mimic it, if we can acquire the right components.
That sounds amazing. Let's do it.
The components we need should be sold on Aya. Let's be vigilant.
Waiting on that trip to Prodromos, Pathfinder. Head there.
Meridian, at last. I've never been so scared a squatty wouldn't make it. But you always do. There's still so much to do. For the Nexus, the Angara, but not today. Today, we get to feel good about winning.
See you later, Cor.
Well, Ryder does lead us to interesting places.
Think there's anywhere more interesting than Meridian?
If there is, we'll find out. We're in stable orbit. I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
No właśnie, nie wiem co właśnie robić, bo Meridian, to wiadomo, że Meridian trzeba będzie jednak zwiedzić, bo to jest jakby nowa planeta do zwiedzania. Od zera trzeba będzie ją zwiedzić. A to sobie zostawimy na później, są fabularki. Na World to nie muszę. Na Kadarę też nie muszę. Na Aję muszę polecić, bo muszę te kupić właśnie te itemy. To wiadomo, Nexus. A się nie wiem, co na Habarl to właśnie to jest zadanie. Czy po co się garnąć? Te 2 zadania, co będę robił po kolei sobie to ogarniemy. A jak na razie to ją